Welcome to this Bridgeworks Support video in which you will learn how to deploy a WANrockIT node using the vSphere client. This video assumes that you have already downloaded a WANrockIT or Cloud Service Provider image to your system. If you have not yet done this, you can access videos demonstrating how to download a WANrockIT or CSP image via links in the video description. Load up your vSphere client and ensure you have connected to the host on which you wish to deploy your node. First, check that your host has sufficient free resources. Memory overcommitment or exceeding CPU constraints can impact performance or even cause the node to reboot unexpectedly. WANrockIT and CSP nodes require 1 GB of free storage space, 2 GB of RAM, and a minimum of 1.8 GHz available on the host CPU. You can check your available resources by selecting the host in the inventory and looking at the Resources subsection. To start deploying your node, click on File and then Deploy OVF Template. This will open a dialog box that will guide you through the deployment process. Now select your downloaded WANrockIT or CSP image. Click Browse and navigate to where the image is located on your system. Once you have selected the desired image, hit Next. You will now be presented with an overview of the template. Double check this is the correct product that you wish to deploy, then click Next. The following section will display the end-user license agreement for the product. Make sure you read through this agreement thoroughly before moving on. You must accept the license agreement before clicking Next. Now, enter the name that you want for the virtual machine. In this case, the machine is called WANrockIT CSP. Once you are happy with the machine name, click Next. As mentioned previously, the node takes up 1 GB of storage space. Select the data store you wish to install it to and click Next. You will now have to set up your network interfaces. The WANrockIT nodes have 3 network interfaces that will need to be connected to relevant vSwitches. Clicking on each interface will give you information about what it is used for. Port 1 is used for managing the web interface via an HTTPS connection. Port 2 is used for connecting to your other WANrockIT nodes across a WAN link. Finally, Port 3 is used to connect to the device that you want to apply acceleration to. Note that if you plan to use this node to connect to an FTP client, the LAN interface needs to be bridged with the WAN port. As a result, you must ensure that the 2 interfaces are on different networks and are isolated from one another. Click the drop-down box to assign each port to a vSwitch. Once you have connected these ports to the appropriate vSwitches, click Next. There is one final summary page before completion. Click through to make sure you have all the correct settings, then click Finish to complete the setup process. The node will now deploy. When this is finished, right-click the new entry for the node in the inventory and under Power, click Power On. You will now have a fresh WANrockIT or CSP node ready to connect to your devices and other nodes. Be aware that CSP nodes are only capable of connecting to your registered AWS instance. For more information on how to set up your WANrockIT or CSP nodes, please see the links in the video description. If you have any queries or issues with your WANrockIT setup, please contact Bridgeworks Support from the link in the video description.